Hey VC, this is Luke with Hot Wax and Cool Vinyl. Welcome back. Unless this is the first time you're viewing my channel, then simply welcome. So it's been a couple of weeks since I did a video, a recent finds video, and so I thought it would be about time to do one. My wife and I had taken a little trip a couple of weeks ago to Saratoga Springs. We did so because the cruise that we had booked for this year's vacation was canceled due to the COVID. And so we chose Saratoga Springs. We had been up once or twice before, and it's a lovely town. If you've never been, it's really a must go to. If you've never been, it's wonderful. I do suggest you go when the racetrack is open. We went specifically because the racetrack was closed, and so therefore there was less people around. But nonetheless, it was a wonderful trip. Okay, so while on vacation, we hit some Barnes & Noble and a couple of thrift stores and some yard sales. I got a bunch of stuff. Start with what we're listening to now, which is Jonah Jones' Muted Jazz. This is on Capitol Record. And it's a Capitol Mono. It's really a fantastic album, and the cover is in great shape. This was courtesy of the Salvation Army in Saratoga Springs. Just an awesome store with some really great records in fantastic shape. Next up, this was a Barnes & Noble purchase while I was up there. Like you guys, I'm sure, when you're on vacation, you tend to spend a little bit more money than you normally otherwise would. But I picked up Bill Evans Trio on Riverside. This is a recent reissue. Gave it a listen. Sounds really nice, but it's one of those records that you really have to listen to a few times to really get into the album itself. So, got that. Picked up also in Saratoga, Helen Reddy's Greatest Hits. I don't have anything from Helen Reddy, but she's part of the music I listened to growing up. And yeah, she's got a great voice, and she's got some really good songs. And so I picked this up. It didn't hurt that it was $1. I mean, but it's in good shape, and it's a Capitol reissue orange label. So picked up that as well. Also from the Salvation Army, this is Rubeck and Paul Desmond's Quartet, along with Cole Chater. And this is on Crown Albums. It needs to be cleaned. I haven't actually spun this yet. Don't really know much about Crown Records. I don't think I've actually purchased anything from this record company. So I'm kind of intrigued as to what it's going to sound like. I'll give you a report after I play it. King Oliver, Louis Armstrong, and Bessie Smith, also part of the Salvation Army purchase. This is on, what is this on? This is on Olympic Records. Again, another label which is not one I've heard of before. Cool label, yellow, red with a discus thrower for the on the Olympic symbol. So I haven't really had a chance to sit down and listen to this album. I will also later on in the week and let you know. I mean, this is a blind buy for me, but it's when you have Louis Armstrong. I mean, there is no real blind buy. You kind of know what you're getting. You're getting amazing stuff. So, Louis Armstrong. This one I picked up at a local yard sale last week. Guy was added $1 and it was missing from my collection. This is Skynyrd's Legend. Yeah. sliding back to the Salvation Army. This is Sarah Vaughan, and the actually it's the voice of Sarah Vaughan on Bell Records, Red Label. Really nice looking album. Good sounding record as well. I really, most of you know by now that I truly enjoy female jazz vocalists. I just like the sound. I think it's the era, the sound, everything about it I find just enthralling. No different with this particular Sarah Vaughan album. On to a couple of things that I bought at Borders because, well, yeah, it's that, you know, that's why. So we're going to start with the Beatles 1. I have this on CD. I did not have it on vinyl, so I picked this up. I haven't even opened it yet. This is, well, if I have to explain what the Beatles 1 is, I don't have to explain what it is. So I picked this up as well. And then I followed up with Past Masters from the Beatles. Now this isn't the 4-record set. This is a German pressing, the 2-record set. So again, haven't opened this one yet either. It's sealed. It's nice. So I got that. Yes, London Calling, 99 cents, Salvation Army. Yep, we're in. I actually posted this when I first got back in the YouTube vinyl community page on Facebook because I was, I was giddy. I was like, look at what I got for 99 cents. See, look. For my favorite album of all time, for those who are just new to the channel and have no idea why I was so giddy. The Clash is my favorite band. London Calling, favorite album of all time. Bar none, period, end of story, London Calling. So found that for 99 cents. It doesn't matter that I have 3 other copies, I'm buying it. Golden Vibes, Lionel Hampton, Columbia 6i. Once again from the Salvation Army. The 99-cent record bin in the Salvation Army of Saratoga. Ryan Porter, Force for Good, also Salvation Army, also 99 cents, sealed. Haven't popped it open yet. I really didn't know much about Ryan Porter, so I YouTubed it and listened to this particular album, and it's a great record. I really look forward to listening to this. I've been kind of waiting to open these up because there was a lot of records I wanted to listen to that I had bought. For those who don't know, I live on eastern Long Island, and for us, summertime is our exceptionally busy season. And even with the coronavirus and all the stuff that's been going on, we're pretty busy. So it's been difficult to even do videos or really sit down and listen to music, which is why a lot of these albums, I guess, I have either are still sealed or haven't been played yet. There's just time is fleeting, unfortunately. Also picked up Focus, Live at the Rainbow. Didn't really know much about them. Blind Buy. Listened to a few cuts on YouTube. Kind of interesting, kind of like it. So I'm gonna give it a really a spin and throw it on when my headphones when everything is nice and quiet, probably in the evening, and just kind of like dig into it a little deeper and see kind of what exactly I feel. Really didn't know anything about these guys. Still really don't own anything by them. This is the first and only album I have from them. So we'll see what happens. Aerosmith featuring Dreon. Better copy than what I had, and again, thank you Saratoga Salvation Army. This is nice and clean. you know. And it's hard to find clean copies of the older rock albums. I mean, we abused the hell out of them when we were kids. I mean, that was what you did. You didn't, you know, you got into taking care of them much later in life. So, and concluding with Jammin' from Lionel Hampton. This is the on from the Upfront album, Upfront Records, I should say. I apologize. I got a chance to listen to this today after I cleaned it, and pleasantly surprised with the quality and the production of that record company. Again, another record company I really didn't know much about. So that covers everything we bought from Saratoga on the record wise. I was called, and a friend told me that there's a collector who's looking to get rid of his collection, and that is sometime in the latter part of August. So if there's something really interesting, I'm going to jump on it, and I'll have some really cool things to show you. Otherwise, at least for the time being, have a great summer. Enjoy yourselves. If you're down in the areas that are kind of resurging with the virus, please be careful, be safe. You know, it's just really heartbreaking what's going on across the country to a lot of people. So just please be safe, take care of yourselves, and have a great week. Cheers.